The room falls completely silent. Conversations freeze. Phones light up across the clubhouse, and all eyes turn to one name on the leaderboard. Charlie Woods. He's just done something nobody thought possible. Something that makes even 20-year veterans of the game question what they just saw. This isn't a junior tournament or a charity event. This is the PGA Tour, and a teenager has just announced his arrival in a way that sent shockwaves through professional golf. What happened next would change the conversation forever. February 2024. The Genesis Invitational at Riviera Country Club. PGA Tour pros are going through their usual pre-tournament routines, practice rounds, equipment checks, media duties, when word starts spreading like wildfire. Charlie Woods has been given a sponsor's exemption into an upcoming PGA Tour event. The reactions are immediate and divided. Some players smile, excited for the publicity it brings. Others roll their eyes, calling it a publicity stunt. But nobody, and I mean nobody, expects what's about to unfold. Because the PGA Tour isn't a playground. It's not a developmental league. It's where the best golfers on earth battle for millions in careers. Most players spend over a decade grinding through minotaurs and qualifiers just to earn a single spot. And now, Tiger Woods' 15-year-old son is getting the kind of invitation hundreds of professionals would kill for. The backlash is brutal. Social media erupts. Golf forums explode. He hasn't earned it. This is pure nepotism. The criticism is loud, but what's about to happen will silence every single one of them. Many believed this was going to end badly. Critics claimed Charlie would embarrass himself and waste everyone's time. Sports shows debated whether his invitation was a great moment for golf or a slap in the face to players who had spent years earning their place. The pressure on Charlie was enormous, the kind that could crush even seasoned professionals. But what most people didn't realize was that Charlie Woods wasn't stepping into this unprepared. He'd been training for this moment practically his whole life. His preparation went far beyond hitting balls at the range. It was real, professional-level work. He followed fitness programs built by top-grade trainers, worked with sports psychologists who coach major champions, and learned advanced course management directly from the greatest strategist the sport has ever known. At just 15, Charlie's preparation and mindset would already put many professionals to shame. A week before his PGA Tour debut, he joined 3 current tour winners for a quiet practice round. There were no cameras, no interviews, just 4 golfers competing. And by the 9th hole, those pros stopped seeing him as Tiger's kid and started seeing him as a serious competitor. No cameras, no interviews, just 4 professionals playing golf. And by the 9th hole, something unexpected happens. The tour players stop viewing Charlie as Tiger's son and start seeing him as a legitimate competitor. His drives are flying 280 yards down the fairway, his iron shots are crisp, and his short game looks refined beyond his age. When tournament week arrives, the attention is overwhelming. Media requests triple the normal number, and tickets for Charlie's practice rounds sell out faster than some events' final rounds. Every move he makes will be dissected, every swing, every reaction, every tiny mistake. This is the kind of pressure that breaks grown men with years of experience. Thursday morning, round 1. Charlie steps onto the first tee box, surrounded by a wall of fans 10 deep. Inside the clubhouse, tour players are glued to the monitors. Around the world, golf fans are tuning in. The announcer's voice echoes, now on the tee, from Jupiter, Florida, Charlie Woods. The applause is thunderous, but beneath the cheers, there's doubt. Everyone's waiting to see whether this young kid is the real deal, or just another overhyped story. Everyone's waiting to see if this is real or just hype. The opening drive has to be perfect, not decent, perfect. One mistake and the critics will have their headline. Too young. Not ready. Publicity stunt confirmed. The pressure on this single shot is enormous. Charlie steps up, takes one smooth practice swing, and then delivers a 285-yard drive, dead center of the fairway. The crowd erupts, but that's only one shot. Now he needs to keep it going for the next 71 holes. The real test comes just minutes later on the 3rd hole, a long par 5 that challenges even seasoned pros. It demands precision off the tee and courage on the approach. Charlie's drive is steady, not flashy, leaving him 240 yards to the green. Most 15-year-olds would play it safe and lay up. Charlie doesn't even hesitate. He pulls out his 3-wood, and suddenly, every caddy around the green stops what they are doing to watch. Charlie's swing is fearless, powerful, smooth, and full of confidence. The ball rockets off the club face, soars over the water with ease, and lands softly on the green, just 30 feet from the pin. 2 putts later, he walks off with a birdie. He's just played that par 5 like a seasoned pro. By the time he reaches the 10, Charlie is 2 under par, and his name glows in red on the leaderboard. Players start double-checking the screen, fans lean closer, and commentators rush to rewrite their stories. What started as skepticism has turned into stunned admiration. The back nine is where pressure crushes most players. Tighter fairways, tougher pins, no room for mistakes. But Charlie isn't rattled. On the 10th, a brutal 480-yard par 4. He steps up still at 2 under. His drive splits the fairway. From 195 yards out, he pulls a 6-iron, takes a deep breath, and strikes it clean. The ball lands just 15 feet from the hole. He calmly drains the par putt, proving that his front nine brilliance wasn't a fluke. It's the real deal. He crouches behind the ball, eyes locked on the line. The crowd falls completely silent. No whispers, no movement, just tension. Charlie steadies his breathing, strokes the putt, and watches it roll. The ball tracks perfectly, breaking right at the last second and dropping dead center. The gallery erupts. Fists pump in the crowd. Even the veteran commentators can't hide their excitement. Charlie Woods just saved par like a season closer. No panic, no hesitation, just execution under pressure. That moment says more about him than any birdie could. It proves he's not just capable of brilliance. He's built for the grind. The remaining holes are a test of patience. Charlie plays smart, refusing to chase hero shots or force mistakes. Every swing looks deliberate, measured, mature. By the 18th, he's still sitting at 3 under. One last chance to finish strong. A par 5 with the crowd now buzzing louder than ever. Cameras flash. Phones are out. Every eye is on the teenager who just turned the golf world upside down. It slides just past the right edge. A perfect read. Just a touch too much pace. But no one cares. The tap-in birdie drops, and the scoreboard flashes what nobody believed they'd see. Charlie Woods -5, 67. The crowd explodes. Players in the clubhouse shake their heads in disbelief. Commentators are scrambling for words that can capture what just happened. A 15-year-old didn't just survive his first PGA Tour round. He dominated it. As Charlie walks off the green, there's no wild celebration, no theatrics. Just a quiet smile and a quick nod to the crowd. The camera's close in, but he stays calm, composed, collected, exactly like his father used to. In the post-round interview, reporters throw every question imaginable. How does it feel to make history? Did Tiger give you advice? How do you handle this pressure? Charlie's response silences the room. I'm just trying to play my game. There's 3 more rounds to go. I haven't accomplished anything yet. That line, simple, humble, and razor-focused, hits harder than the 67 itself. Because everyone watching realizes something profound. This isn't just Tiger Woods' son chasing a legacy. This is a new one being born right in front of our eyes. The eagle putt comes up just short, stopping inches from the hole. Charlie calmly taps in for birdie and finishes with a stunning first-round 67, 5 under par, in his PGA Tour debut, at just 15 years old. The reaction is instant and electric. This isn't just a golf story anymore, it's a sports story. The performance sends shockwaves beyond the fairways and greens, reaching fans and athletes across the world. In his post-round interview, Charlie shows composure and humility far beyond his years. Reporters ask about making history, handling pressure, and following in his father's footsteps. But Charlie keeps it simple. I'm just trying to play my game. There are 3 more rounds to go. I haven't accomplished anything yet. That answer earns him even more respect than the score itself. But the real impact isn't just the number on the leaderboard. It's what follows. Overnight, Charlie becomes the talk of golf. Sponsors call. Tournament directors start discussing future invites. The PGA Tour Commissioner publicly praises his performance. Even players who doubted him just days earlier are now applauding his poise and talent. When Friday arrives, the spotlight is even brighter. This time, Charlie isn't just a new kid. He's a real contender. Every shot is being watched. Every hole carries weight. And once again, he delivers, posting an even par 70 to easily make the cut. In just 2 days, he's proven to the world that his debut wasn't luck. It was the beginning of something very real. This marks the second true shock. Not the performance itself, but Charlie's ability to handle success and back it up. Through the weekend rounds, the 15-year-old competes against the best players in the world without ever appearing out of place. Sure, there are bogeys and signs of inexperience, but there are also flashes of brilliance that leave even veterans speechless. By Sunday evening, Charlie Woods finishes inside the top 40 in his PGA Tour debut, a result that would be impressive for any professional, let alone a teenager. But the real moment comes after the tournament. In the locker room, seasoned pros, major champions and longtime veterans approach Charlie one by one. They shake his hand, offer advice, and tell him he belongs. Because they've seen something rare, not just talent, but maturity, mental strength, and course awareness far beyond his years. The aftermath shakes the entire golf world. Media outlets debate whether Charlie deserves more sponsor exemptions. Agents argue over when he should turn professional. Even the PGA Tour releases data showing he ranked in the top 50 for driving distance, top 30 for greens in regulation, and top 20 for scrambling. Not good for his age, but legitimately strong PGA Tour numbers. Other young golfers are suddenly being asked about Charlie, unfairly compared to his breakout. And for casual sports fans who've never watched golf before, Charlie Woods becomes must-watch television. He hasn't just impressed the tour. He's redefined what's possible for the next generation and forced the sport itself to confront a new question. How young is too young to be great? Charlie's breakout didn't just shake the leaderboard. It shook the entire foundation of professional golf. His debut sparked debates that reached far beyond the fairways. Should the PGA Tour open more pathways for elite young players? Should age restrictions be loosened? Should sponsor exemptions be more accessible? His performance ignited conversations that will shape the future of the sport for years to come. But the biggest revelation was also the simplest. Charlie Woods proved he belongs. Not because of his last name, not because of his father's legacy, but because he played golf at a level that demanded respect. He didn't just show up, he competed. He didn't just survive, he thrived. The kid everyone thought might crumble under the spotlight instead rose above it. The teenager expected to live in his father's shadow instead created a spotlight of his own. Charlie Woods didn't shock the PGA Tour by being Tiger's son. He shocked it by being undeniably, unshakably, legitimately great at professional golf. And that's what makes the future so terrifying for every player who wants to win in the next decade. Because if this is Charlie Woods at 15, calm, confident, and already competing with the world's best, just imagine what he'll be at 20, or 25. The shock may have faded. But the reality remains. Charlie Woods isn't a novelty, a story, or a stunt. He's the start of a new era, and golf will never look at young talent the same way again.